That's it. I'm done. I've made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the ones you keep it.
Yeah.
Stylish.
I'm styling.
That's how I like
Styling
that.
and profiling.
I like that. That's how we doing today here on Pickles House. We styling and profiling, baby. Welcome everybody. We are another episode of Pickles House. I'm excited for today, man. I have a longtime vet in the comedy scene of New Orleans here, sitting with me, Miss Allison Hotard.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
You run a few shows in town.
I do. I run an open mic on Mondays with Amanda and Lauren Malaire.
Okay.
And that's at 12 Mile Limit. Bear with me. And then Amanda and I host the Comedy Beast on Tuesdays.
What time is 12 Mile start?
Oh, 12 Mile starts at 7. Sign up at 7:30. Show starts at 8.
Okay. Make sure y'all go check that out. And what about Comedy Beast?
Comedy Beast is a book show at Howlin' Wolf. It's every Tuesday. Doors are opened at 8, and we start at 8:10.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love shows at Howlin' Wolf. Dude.
Yeah.
Howlin'
It's a
Wolf,
great venue.
They are a great venue.
Yeah.
Everything. One of my favorite shows that I've gotten it done. I always love Red Bean shows, but one of my favorite ones is Wait What.
Oh yeah,
This
that's
year,
a great show.
That show was so amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, do they get the 5 things that they choose?
Mostly
usually?
they do the 5 things. It's pretty amazing and how on point they are.
Yeah, it's wild, right?
Yeah.
They got 4 out of 5 for me.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
they didn't do the kazoo song
Okay.
for me, but because they usually I compliment the audience, and this time I didn't.
Oh.
I did not compliment this audience. They were great though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cursed
Always good.
I cursed the guy out in the audience actually.
No.
Sometimes no, it's okay. You do it for the laugh.
Yeah,
And
I guess so.
It's part of the joke, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
If there's somebody that plays the banjo out there, fuck you.
Yeah.
I love that show. They were great.
Yeah.
Great hosts.
That's Isaac and
Jeffrey.
Yep, they do great.
I'm still waiting to get to do one of y'all shows.
Okay, all right. It's good.
I do my mic on Tuesdays too, so it's kind of hard. Amanda actually just got to come through to my mic on Tuesday after like a week or 2 ago.
Yeah.
You know.
It's hard for us because we both have full-time jobs, so like
Poor
after
thing
the mic.
got traumatized. A guy took his pants off on stage.
Oh my God.
I was like, the one fucking time Amanda comes.
She's never gonna go back. Never.
Thank God he had a Speedo on.
Thank God,
I was like, keep your pants on, man.
Yeah, keep them on. Keep them
What
on.
are you doing?
One rule.
One rule. Yeah.
One rule. Keep your pants
Keep
on.
your fucking pants on
Yeah.
stage. That's
that would be my rule also. I think that would be my ultimate rule.
I mean, when it starts happening, you're like, what the fuck?
How do you stop this?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just glad the man had a Speedo on, bro, because that means I would have had to go put my hands on a naked person and throw him out of the bar, which is, I don't ever need to do that in New Orleans.
I wouldn't even know how to handle that.
We deal with too much mental problems as it is.
Exactly.
You know, how much mental problem, mental instability do y'all get at 12 Mile? I haven't been there in a while. I need to go back.
You know, it's interesting. It is an open mic, so anyone can sign up, and we do encourage that, and we do try to encourage a safe, healthy environment at 12 Mile. So we do get a unique cast of characters that come on through. And, you know, we normally let the audience handle whether or not it's an appropriate thing.
Okay.
And if not, then we have lit people early.
Yeah.
Because it was uncomfortable for everyone there.
Yeah.
There was a recent incident. I'm not going to talk too much about it because the gentleman does have a lot of personal trauma, but how he left the stage was very difficult for a new comic coming back on the stage.
Okay.
So I had to re-warm up the audience again and kind of start the show almost over.
Yeah.
Because you want everyone to stay upbeat, stay happy.
Stay. That's the word.
And stay. Yeah, exactly.
That's when you're dealing with a good host. You know, you can turn it around. Even because I gotta do it all the time, bro. I'm telling you, like I had 3 new people at my mic last night, and 2 of them were god awful. And one of them, thank God, he kept his pants on.
Oh yeah. So a lot of people come up to me and they ask me, "Oh my God, how do I get into comedy?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Look, this is what you have. Like, I am never gonna stop you." I was like, "You are your worst enemy,
right?
And you are the one that has to get on that stage,
right?"
So, I'm never gonna discourage someone from doing that, because I think everyone should try if it's in their heart and they desire that.
Yeah.
But it is not for everyone. And
it's not for everyone.
It is not easy.
You know what I feel like? Since our scene came back after the pandemic, we're a lot more helpful and like encouraging to do better.
Yeah. I mean, when I first got there were some players on the field that were downright mean.
Yeah.
And they had a hierarchy, and you had to go through the hierarchy to get on stage there.
Yeah.
And I don't think we have that right now. I mean,
y'all doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, we do have a lesser amount of shows now, so it does make it difficult to allow everyone to get on stage, like book shows.
Yeah, we do have a lot less shows, but we're coming back strong.
Definitely.
Out of town comics come in and they're like, "Oh, I just met this guy Joe. I'm pretty sure you've ran into him, Joe Tolpe."
Yep.
Joe Tolpe.
Yep.
Funny
Joseph
dude.
Tolpe.
He came to the mic last night and he was like, he came from New York. He said, "This is my first time meeting him."
Yeah.
But he's been in our scene apparently.
Yep,
and
for a little bit now. We have him actually on Beast
next week.
Next week.
He told me that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, man. That's what's up. Because he's funny as fuck. Like, he came up there, he didn't act like he acted like he was like new on the set and everything. Like, I didn't know him, you know what I mean? He just let it be and he went up there and destroyed. I was like,
I think he's done comedy in New York for a while.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he came back from New York. He's coming back from New York and he told me, he's like, "Man, I'm looking at the scene and it's great to see how it's thriving."
Yeah.
We
do have a great scene in New Orleans. Tell that to anyone. We have some people that are truly amazing and should be famous and have not made it yet.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly believe that they will. But unfortunately, if you want to make bigger shows, do this, as your full-time gig, you do have to go to a bigger town.
Yeah, that's crazy. We were just talking about this. Has been a topic of my conversation in the last 2 days. That like you get to a point where, okay, you know you're funny and you're funny in your area, but it's like you got to get out of this area now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to go to other places. You know? It's like I was talking about somebody was telling me about a Joe Rogan episode, how he started in Boston, and Boston has so many great, iconic comics, but no one knows about them because they're in Boston. They never left Boston. You know, and I wouldn't want that to happen here.
Right.
Like you said, we got some very talented people here.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
And I'm one of the newer people in the scene, bro, and I see it. You know what I mean? And that's why I love being able to be one of the people to support this comedy scene and help us, like, come from the dark to light.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Amanda and I just got back from New York.
Okay, how was that?
It was terrifying and exciting all at the same time. The scene there is definitely different.
Was this your first time in New York?
It was my first time in New York doing stand-up. I had been in New York previously and done Sirius XM radio.
Okay.
I was on the Jay Thomas show beforehand, but this was my first time doing actual stand-up in New York.
Where'd y'all get to go?
We performed at the Grizzly Pear. And then I did a show in Harlem called Not the Apollo.
Not the Apollo?
Yeah, Not the Apollo. It was at a little coffee shop in Harlem. It was nice. It was very intimate. Grizzly Pear is a legit comedy club in New York.
I heard that name before.
Yeah, it's 3 doors down from the cellar door.
Nice.
And so We did a midnight show when we first arrived, and that was intimidating as shit.
Really?
It was a room full of like men, and the majority of the comics were men, and so they wanted the more edgier comedy. They wanted you to pick at the audience, you know, like they see on television, and so they wanted it to be more engaged, I guess, than what. So here in New Orleans, we tend to actually just do comedy. I mean, we do engage with our audience, but we have really smart, intelligent comics.
Definitely.
That can perform a very intelligent material.
Yeah, we like to have very structured things to
we
say.
are very much more structured than what it is up there.
Even some of us that don't seem structured, we're more
absolutely.
There's actually a structure to it. You know what I mean? There's a method to the madness.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like being supportive to people helps, because people don't know who they are when they first do comedy.
Right.
And like you said, it's not for everybody, but it's give them a while, you know what I mean, to break in and see if they get past that shit. And if they can't get past that shit, tell them something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always tell people something now, because I know, like, in the beginning, like, I wanted somebody to tell me more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. And giving advice, and, you know, I've done this for a number of years, and so if I'm giving you advice, I'm not trying to destroy your set. I'm trying to enhance whatever you're doing.
Right.
Like, you can get more laughs if you took a pause break.
Right.
You know, it's nothing critical that I'm trying to tell you.
Or if you stood away from certain words and used other words. You know? Because I actually learned that too. That's why I love like 12 Mile. I love all the comedy open mics that we have, because it's a diverse thing.
Yes.
You go to your mic and see, all right, I got a joke I've been working on. Let's see if it works in this room.
Exactly.
Come to my mic. Let's see if it works in this room, because all of our rooms bring different settings and different ambiances.
Yeah, and we're really lucky that we have such a diverse crowd.
Yeah.
In the different areas that that each of those shows are hosted in.
Yeah, like, dude, I had 5 different states in my show last night.
At Comedy Beast, we have that a lot, in the fact that we have a lot of tourists that come. So we had 7 guys from Sweden last night.
Yeah, you know, that used to happen a lot in the before COVID. You know what I mean? You remember Carnival? Siberia. It was Siberia, then Carnival. But they would get rooms full of people from freaking England. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like just, where are y'all coming from? Exactly. Australia and Ireland and stuff. And
so you have to play to that different audience.
Yeah,
you know?
It's amazing.
It's 100% amazing, and it's different every night. And, you know, you'll experience that at Hi-Ho. Also, on Sunday nights, that crowd is always different.
Always. It's a mixed crowd, and if you can make that whole crowd laugh, your shit's funny.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll just talk about you a little bit. Where you from?
So I'm originally from South Louisiana. I am from a small town called Vacherie.
Okay.
I am 100% Cajun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Cajun girl in the house.
Yeah. I really have a thick accent like this, but I've been hiding it when I'm around my big city friends.
I love it.
But it comes out when I get really mad, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't get on the bad side.
Or when I go visit my mama and my daddy for a bit.
Oh,
It takes me a little bit to come back.
I love that. It's like a country accent, too.
Yeah.
If you chill around it, you just got to kind of do it. You
know?
And
then I moved to New Orleans to come to college, and I've been in New Orleans for about 20 years now.
Okay.
And I got involved in comedy because all of my friends were getting married, and I didn't want to take that road in life.
Well, let me ask you this before we get too far deep into it. You, what was your first influence that you remember in your life in comedy? What's the first thing?
My very first influence in comedy, I think, was this gentleman, Kenneth LaFrance. I took a non-credit course at UNO
Okay.
about comedy.
Really? There was a comedy course at UNO?
Yeah, there was a non-credit course, and so it was right after Katrina, and we took it and we performed.
Bitches would non-credit a comedy
Yeah.
course, those fuckers.
Yeah, and
You want to do it for fun, you can, but we'll go credit you.
yeah, and like
messed up.
before, like I don't know, I knew of comedy, but
Yeah.
I didn't know it to the level that I know now. I just
Yeah.
thought it'd be interesting to do, and so I did that. And he was an amazing teacher.
Okay.
He taught us everything from improv to the rule of three to
Okay.
pauses, and then later on I went on to work with Jody Barella and Becky Allen.
Nice.
All
Because
local.
of that class?
Yes, later on I
Okay.
did. They connected me, and
So were you like one of the top students in the class?
there was a class of 5, so yeah, sure. Of course I'm gonna succeed.
Top 5, bitch.
Right. I was
No, but from knowing your comedy style and the way you tell stories, I could just imagine that you'd be first or second in that class.
yeah, I'm very fortunate that it does somehow, it is a gift to me, and I always honor that as a gift, because I am funny in my day-to-day life, but
Yeah.
I am very much professional. I am very serious. I take I have an MBA.
Right.
So comedy is something that is a gift, and I do honor that as a gift.
Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a fun gift to have.
It is a very fun gift. I'm
Once
very
you
blessed.
once you get to the point where you're fucking funny, it
Yeah.
is like, all right, this starts to actually get fun.
Yeah.
You know, even through the bombs, it really
Yeah.
you start to get.
I mean, I've never bombed, so I'm sure that it is difficult.
Oh, my man. When was the first time that you got on stage?
The very first time I got on stage, it was, a dance recital, I think, when I was like 5. But
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
right?
but
So
it wasn't like a speaking gig.
It doesn't have to be a speaking
Yeah,
gig.
very
I always
first time.
like to hear like the first time somebody ever gets on
Yeah, I
stage.
did dance recitals when I was younger.
Okay.
And that was probably the very first time I ever got on a stage.
Nice. See, mine is I used to play the violin.
Oh,
and
there you go.
I learned how to play the Itsy Bitsy Spider,
Oh, that's very important.
and I got
Yeah.
I got to do a recital. And,
Nice. Yeah.
I played the Itsy Bitsy Spider and dropped my violin like it was a mic and was
Yeah.
like done,
Retired.
you know.
Yeah.
Really, I did. I was.
Yeah. That's funny.
But I always like to hear that because that's my first memory of getting on stage, and it was
Yeah.
like a big stage, like a recital.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. Like I felt like I shouldn't have been there, you know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't really know how to play the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
That's all right.
I
You
did
just
it.
pretend. That's
I
what
did a
life
little
is about,
thing.
pretending.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
think
just
that's-
act as if.
I had a good imagination. I think
Exactly.
you're right. I had a spider on my stick.
Exactly. It's all about confidence.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I got people to laugh and I think stand up and clap.
Yeah, there you go. That's all you needed.
And I think I was probably around 4
All right.
area.
Yeah.
But see, I like to hear when's the first time most comics get on stage.
Yeah, probably a dance recital, I think.
Because it said that like our lives kind of always pointed towards this without us really realizing it.
Probably. I
You know?
never really thought about. I honestly don't even know how I got on this path. It's really
Right.
funny. Like the rest of my life, I can see how I got on this path of where I am now. But this is totally left field for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a God thing. Like
Oh, 100%.
I do.
I didn't want to
honestly-
say. I didn't know how religious or whatever. It's 100% a God thing.
It's relationship for me. I've been through all religion type stuff.
Yeah.
I've been to all kinds of churches with my friends, with my
Yeah.
parents and stuff like that. But I don't really study religion. It's all
Yeah.
relationship for me. And I know I'm still here because of God.
Yeah,
You know?
100%.
That's
Yeah.
awesome to hear that you're
Yeah, and
a believer.
someone one day told me, they were like, "Oh, someone never told you that God doesn't like a sassy person." I'm like, "Well, who the hell made me?" Like screw you. Like
Right. My dad,
Yeah.
I argue with my dad sometimes. and I curse, you know,
Yeah.
and he's like, such a godly man cursing at me, huh? And I was like, Peter cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
Peter cursed and chopped people's
They were
ears off for
human.
Jesus.
They were human. That's
Yeah.
all they were.
They were.
Yep.
You know, just like us.
Just like us.
That's
Yeah.
why it's so much fun when we get up
Exactly.
there, bro, because we get to expose the real human side of things.
Yeah,
of our
definitely.
experience.
100%.
So, how long have you been doing comedy up to this point?
I've been doing it now, I say consistently, for about 7 years.
All right.
Because
I
I
get-
only did that one show after Katrina, after that class. And then I stopped for a while.
Okay.
But now I think I've been consistently doing comedy for like 7 or 8 years now.
All right. How old were you when you started?
Oh, shit. I don't know. That class after Katrina was after I graduated. Maybe in my 20s, and then I didn't get back into it
You
until
were young.
I was 32. Yeah,
You
I
were
got
young.
back into it. Yeah,
I started when I was 32.
yeah.
2019. Actually, that's the year I saw you first on stage.
Interesting. Where were we? I don't remember
It was
stuff
Dragons.
like that.
See, I remember stuff
Oh,
like I
yeah.
remember you guys. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all y'all old hard hitters and stuff. I remember y'all.
Yeah.
Everywhere I see y'all kill. We were
Yeah.
at Dragons then.
All right.
But it was the open mic
Oh, yeah.
downstairs.
Okay.
that
Yeah.
Jeff used to run. I used to go to that motherfucker every week. That was
Yeah.
my favorite mic.
That was it was a good show. Yeah, I liked the patio area.
I like the bar. The
Yeah.
bar area, you know what I mean? Just having that, it's just that bar setting, like Lucky's. You ever did Lucky's?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I like those bars. I'm able to cut my teeth in those bad boys.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good.
But yeah, I saw you one night and I was like, who is this lady? And she is fucking funny. Like,
Thanks.
you started doing the accent and everything up
Yeah.
there, and I was like, dude, you killed me.
Yeah.
I've been so intrigued ever since.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, just no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you.
No problem.
I love
Yeah.
watching animated folks up on stage and people who can be lighthearted about who they are.
Yeah.
You know?
I've definitely, my comedy has changed a lot since when I first started. I did a lot of like colloquial stuff, Cajun versus big city living.
Yeah.
And now it's more about life and like how like the things that I have a new joke right now where I talk about this man came up to me in the New Orleans airport and asked me if he could pray for my arms to be straightened.
Okay.
And in that moment when that was happening, I was like, this is ridiculous, you know, like, but I was like, I'm going to absolutely allow this man to do this because this is comedy gold. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot make this up. You know, I'm like, I am going to use the shit out of this, you know. And I was
Right.
like, this hardship right now is very uncomfortable, but it is going to get 1 million laughs.
Yes, I do the same thing
Yeah.
too. I let things like roll through.
Yeah.
I let things like roll
And
through.
so I'm like, you know, from tragedy comes comedy in all
Jesus
lives.
Lord.
Yeah. And so now I'm just building it. Like, I'm just like this, you know, like, it's a really fun joke.
Since you brought it up,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about what you're born with?
Yeah, sure. I have what is called TAR syndrome. It's an absence of the radius bone in your arm, to be like totally technical with it.
Okay.
And, you know, when I was younger, it was something that was so hard for me because I was so ostracized from life because I was so different. And now, as an adult, I've used that as like to really like come into my own and to embrace it and to try to make other people comfortable with the fact that not everybody's perfect.
Yeah.
I know I'm fucking gorgeous, so
Yes,
I
you
get
are.
away with a lot more shit than like if I was ugly and had a handicap. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I know this.
That was a comic thing you
Yeah,
said.
and an ego, man. I got an ego, and so I do know that I get away because with a lot of shit. I have an amazing ass that I talk about on stage.
Hell yeah, you do.
But that is only because like I couldn't crawl and I was scooted as a child, so my ass like remained up.
Okay.
Because of the way I crawled as a child. Like my back is like totally fucked up, and I will have massive pains, but I have a great ass.
Yeah.
But and so. With all these hardships, I've just learned to make fun of it now, and really appreciate it.
Well, let me ask you, in school, did they try to, like, put you in different classes or some shit like that?
I mean, I'm not dumb.
I know, but that's what I'm asking. I'm not saying that. I know you're not. What I'm saying is, did they try to, like...
No. I'm very intelligent. I just have, like, a physical disability. Other than that, I did, like, everyone picked on me and different things.
I was going to get to that next. I was going
to
say, like, that's what I wanted to see, like, if they even picked on you.
Oh, yeah, 100%. People would pick and bully and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
That now is not allowed. But literally made me who I am today.
But you know what, bro? I've been bullied and picked on and beat up most of my life.
And it creates character.
It does, and I really think they should bring that back in schools.
Yeah, I agree. Let those kids deal with that shit, man.
Yeah,
let them duke it out.
All they want to do is stare at their phones nowadays.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Take the phone away and give them a beeper again.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let them beat each other up. Like,
exactly.
Because
they'll figure it out.
I turned into like one of those people who didn't like that type of shit.
Exactly.
Like I'll protect somebody more than be like, ha to a person. Because I don't, as comics, we're all fucked up.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
We're all messed up.
If I ever see somebody out there like playing with one of my peers, I'm like, nah, bro, that's not going to fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not doing that bully shit around here.
Exactly.
We bully on the mic. That's
what
exactly.
Exactly. We learn to stand up for ourselves when we do get hecklers.
Right. That shit's fun to me nowadays. Do you get hecklers a lot?
I get a lot of people that'll like call out like stupid things like great ass or like like some stupid stuff, but
guys who don't know how to talk to women.
Exactly. I didn't want to say that.
This is how I say I like you.
Yeah, exactly. I've had that a lot recently, and I'm like, please stop, please. I'm very uncomfortable. I have a joke right now where I'm like, oh, I'm not meaning to brag, but I've extended my pimp game to the Walgreens parking lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I look approachable. I'm not approachable.
Yeah.
But yet people will continue to come up to me now and be like, oh, you're so great. I'm like, did you not hear the not approachable part of this conversation?
Right. My gosh. I don't like being approached sometimes in the street. Yeah. You get approached because of comedy?
I do. I get approached because of comedy. Today, I was in Starbucks and someone saw me and they asked to take a picture with me. That was very cool.
Nice.
I've been recognized in like getting ready to get into the elevator at work one time.
Okay.
And so I am getting recognized in the streets.
Dude, that shit's crazy, right? Like I recently started I'll be out on a magazine street or something and somebody be across the street like, Pickle dude! And I'm like, hi man!
Yeah, it's funny.
That shit's crazy, bro. It really is to be recognized. Like, I know I guess you get that locally known feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
That means we got to get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, maybe you're right.
How did you do in New York?
I did really well. I was shocked.
You shook that ass at him.
I shook that ass. I think that breaks the ice a lot.
Yeah, it does.
And then I did a joke where I said, the reason why I'm getting hit on so much is because men see my happiness and want to destroy it. And there was a ton of women in the audience, and they were like, yeah! And so And so that was a lot of fun, you know.
See my happiness in one
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. The minute they see your happiness, they're like, oh, no, we cannot let this happen. We must press her down.
That's how my fucking girlfriend feels.
I'm sure. Your girlfriend's
like,
gorgeous, by the way.
She's gorgeous.
How did you even meet her?
Online.
Oh, that makes sense. Did you catfish her?
No, we stalked each other for a while.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. She is beautiful.
Yeah.
But she's like, you always suppress my jokes. I'm just like, no, I'm trying to help your jokes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm funny, motherfucker.
She probably is.
You are funny,
I know.
man.
I know someone
I love
that.
her sense of humor. Sometimes but you know, like, people who don't get on stage, they don't have that I go too far in them. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned that, you know what I'm saying, that go too far thing, and people who don't get on stage and feel that feeling we get when we go too far sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
If you don't ever get that feeling in your life and have a whole room of people staring at you like, what the fuck just came out of your mouth?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have that in everyday life. I don't really have that on stage. I'm very calculated.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, some people who they don't get that, you know, and I try to. You can't explain comedy.
No, you can't. I actually have someone that is a friend of mine that does comedy. I will never name names, but the girlfriend is way funnier.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you need to be the one to do comedy. I'm like, I don't know what that person's doing.
Yeah. No, my girl, she's very funny. Sometimes she'll throw me a punchline here and there.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I'll talk to her and stuff. She's
That's
clever.
very important.
She's clever. But like I said, she can go too far with it sometimes. She's like,
that's funny.
I'd get more laughs than you. I'm like, well, come to the stage.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
No one is standing between her and the stage but herself.
Yeah. You know, you out there in Michigan right now, babe. You can go.
Hey.
There's open mics everywhere out there.
Yep.
She's probably like, fuck you, I'm watching the baby.
Yeah, that's important.
I can't wait to see my son. I'm going
That's
to see
wonderful.
him. I'm leaving on the 2nd.
Oh, congratulations.
For 10
I don't
days.
have children and I don't know what that feeling is and I never want to know.
It's a great feeling, actually.
Oh, that's great.
But intertwining the whole life thing and learning how to put everything together, it's rough. You know,
Well,
not being able to be by him right now is rough.
I'm sure.
You know, but I work to get to him every month.
That's great.
You know,
That's
he's
great.
in
That's
Michigan
important.
too, so that's fucking hard
That's
work.
far. Yeah.
I bought plane tickets. It's cool though because I get to go to Michigan and do comedy.
Nice.
You know, and they come down here.
Yeah, and it's cooler up there right now.
Well, they'll be moving down here soon.
That's wonderful.
You know.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They'll be moving down here soon. So, but until then, I still got to go back and forth.
Of course.
So no, you don't ever want kids?
Oh God, no.
Why not?
Lots of reasons. like we don't have time for this podcast for me to even list all of the reasons why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just never a kid person?
No.
Okay. You got brothers and sisters?
I have a brother.
How old's your brother?
My brother is 35.
Okay, I'm 35.
Yeah.
He's the one rolling in the kids for mom and dad?
No, he
No.
does not have children either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all just like, fuck kids right now.
Yeah, hell
Okay.
no.
See,
We both are like, no.
See, that's when God intervenes. Y'all better
Yeah.
watch out.
If you say that, I will murder you. If you
put
put some curse on me, we cannot do anything about it in the state of Louisiana, you asshole. I would murder you.
We got Texas next door.
Can't do it there either, man.
Oh yeah, it's not Texas. Where is it?
You got to go to the Gulf or Kansas.
The Gulf? What the fuck do you mean?
They're gonna try to. I think they're gonna try to put some boat out there so that women can go.
An abortion boat?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my God, that's a joke. That's a floating joke, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a floating joke.
That's great.
Yeah.
And where you said Kansas?
Or Kansas, yeah.
Oh my God, Dorothy.
Right?
You gotta click.
She's
your
lucky.
heels.
She's fucking lucky.
I wish I was. Oh man. Yeah. Well, kids ain't for everybody. I do like to ask people if they ever want kids or not too, because I never. I actually, being from the West Bank, I feel like I'm lucky. I made it to 35.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Guys in my family end up waiting in their 30s anyway to have children. And so it always happens like
That's
that.
good.
I don't know
That's
why.
important.
I don't know why, but I like the trajectory my life's going in.
Well, that's awesome. That's important. And yeah.
So how many states have you gotten to do comedy in?
Actually, so I've done it in Seattle and New York. I've done it in Austin. So a few places.
How's Seattle?
Mississippi.
That's one I've always wanted about. I never gotten to go to.
I just did a small show there in Seattle a long time ago, and it was nice. We had a good time. Crowd is very polite up there. So it was a good experience.
Okay.
Anytime you can extend yourself and get through that fear, that is a growth moment for you.
Yeah.
So any opportunities to grow, like you said, if you're getting recognized, it's time for you to go and go to bigger places.
It's and the one thing about that is it's rough because that shit's expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Because you're not making money in the beginning of the comedy.
I'm not making money.
All. You're going there just for stage time, presence, exposure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you spend $500 at least.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about like trying to figure out how to start a fund for comics.
That's interesting.
I mean, just do like donations.
Yeah, but
like
we're all poor. Who is going to donate to you?
The audiences.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Or if anybody out there in Pickles House world would like to donate, I'm going to figure something out to where, like Mike Hall recently, he got accepted to the Portland, Maine Comedy Fest. He didn't have the money to go.
And so you did a fundraiser?
We did fundraisers
Nice.
at Mike's. And we
That's awesome.
got him the money to go.
That's
You know
fantastic.
what I mean? And we did that shit in a week, which
That's
is
fantastic.
amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know we had the ability to do that.
No, we do.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
You do.
If you ask people, they will fucking support.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think, after we used to do a lot of free shows in New Orleans before COVID, and that stopped.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best. I mean, the audience will pay. We do $5 at the door and then tips.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't seem so extravagant.
Right.
And they still have a good time.
It's paying is one thing at the door. We need that to survive.
100%.
We need that to survive for one. But what I'm saying is like a kind of like, what is a fundraiser? Not
GoFundMe?
Something like a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What are those? But my own fund, I guess, just for comics who are going out of town and need extra money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can come and put in an application. If you only got half the money, you can put in an application for the other half of the money because the money's there. It's been donated already beforehand. And we get to where we're going. It helps with expenses.
Well, I mean, so that's actually something that I do in my day job.
Really?
And so the lieutenant governor has a program where you can apply, and I don't know if he does comics, but I know it's musicians that they will go and represent Louisiana.
Okay.
And you can apply for a fund. So there's outlets and institutions that are doing that in the way of kind of helping to support the arts.
Yeah.
I don't know if comics get that.
That's the thing. I want to do one specifically just for comics.
Just for comics, yeah.
You know, I think we deserve that because as comics, we travel. If we can't travel, we can't be found out.
Yeah, no. Talk to
know?
Lee Glass. Like, she always talks about stuff like that.
I love Lee Glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't be found out.
Yeah.
You know, if we want to plan a trip or something like that, it takes forever to save the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's especially the cost of living today.
Of course.
It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. That's hard.
Make sure you get gas before you leave Chalmette.
Definitely. Oh, yeah, I will.
Literally, I'm pretty sure the cheapest gas in America right now.
I know. I'm going to do that.
I was like, holy crap, it's time to fill up a tank.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Thanks for the tip.
No problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we do need something like that. And I'm willing to figure it out.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if we get opportunities, we shouldn't have to forfeit that.
I think you're right. I think that's a great cause. I do that for my day job, so I can't really participate in like.
Well, tell me, what do you do for your day job?
I I really keep my life separate from comedy, but I'll share it because I post all my comedy stuff. In my day job, I work with investors for an economic development company here in New Orleans. What we do is we try to bring businesses to New Orleans. We try to keep people in New Orleans. We try to keep tech industry, movie industry companies here in New Orleans through different avenues. We work with policy. We work with workforce development and trying to help build the workforces here in Louisiana so they don't have to outsource to different states if we don't have that industry. And we're looking to bring what we're doing right now is we're really trying to get into the video game industry. Bring that down here.
At GameStop, stock went up, and y'all like, bring it on.
Well, we've been doing it a little bit longer than that, but yeah, and they have Microsoft Game Camp, so they're training younger people to actually participate in building video games.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're really lucky, and it's one of the industries that they're trying to promote to bring here to Louisiana.
How do I sign my nieces up? They need a job.
Look, definitely check into STEM programs for your young nieces. Definitely look into video programming. That's the hot new industry that's going to be arising, and it's got multiple facets that you wouldn't even dream of, from music to writing. Because somebody's got to create the whole scene, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to create the characters. Then they have to have music behind it. You've got to have the green screens and the production behind it to create the characters. So it's not just about programming anymore.
Right. You got to have everybody in place. Yep. It's a whole business.
Yep.
All right. That's what's up. But do you do fundraising?
I do fundraising.
So I might have to have another conversation with you after this.
Maybe.
Allison,
yeah.
What is it called? Is it fundraising or donation? What are those things called?
It's interchangeable. The terms are interchangeable depending on what you're looking for.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want a fund to sit there to where myself or other comics can go other places if we have places. Well, you would set up a
501c3, which is a nonprofit entity, and we can definitely talk more about this.
Yeah, we can.
I'm like,
we don't have to get it. I'm sorry.
This is like super deep for like a podcast. This is a whole nother podcast.
You know, somebody out there might need this information.
Yeah. So there's ways to do that. My suggestion to you, there's so much more that you have to do that you're not even thinking of.
Yeah, no, that's I'm surface right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just an idea.
Hey, that's what everything starts out as, right? Even a joke.
Right.
It's just an idea.
Right.
And then you bring it to life, right?
We watch it bloom like a flower.
Exactly. Exactly. And you create it from nothing.
Yeah. I like that. You've done a lot of that in your life, bro. You create everything. That's what we do.
It's definitely a lot of what I do.
How long does it take you to develop jokes?
It's an interesting concept. So when I first... we were talking about this earlier. I got sober about 7 years ago.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you. And when
That's
I would
hard,
write jokes, I would write when I was hungover. Because there's a state of your mind that's not judging.
Right.
You know, that state is where you can write and you can think, and there's no judgment. And now it's harder for me to get to that state. And that state tends to come to me right before I fall asleep.
Okay.
Or like when you're driving in the car, you know. And so it's just an idea. You jot that idea down, and you can then format it.
So no judgment up top on your idea.
Exactly. And then I try to work it into conversations to see if it's funny.
Basically, whenever you're by yourself at your calmest areas, probably riding in the car, or sleeping, laying in the bed whenever you're like winding down.
Yep.
Your brain's not worried about anything else. That's when your best ideas come to you.
Yep.
Okay, I like that. Do you go up on stage with them cold?
No, I write it out.
You write it out
I've always written it out first. and then from that, you perform it with the audience and see what sticks.
Right.
And sometimes your joke will evolve without you even realizing it.
Yeah.
And that's a fun aspect of it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. See, I'm the opposite. I kind of like I'll go up there cold with my jokes, and I'll do them, and then I'll pick the funny out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I'll write it out.
Yeah.
I write out second. I don't know why I do that, but
Yeah.
it works better for me for some reason.
Well, but then, I mean, I was taught that there's always a structure. And then with that structure, you write the joke. And then through that, you can do like a callback. You can do more enhanced material if you set it up already correctly.
Yeah.
And I mean, no offense, but I can tell that that's what you do in the fact that, that it's not structured.
I'm kind of structured.
But
actually.
now you are because you are seasoned. But I've seen you grow through this process.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is he thinking?
I got that from a lot. I got that from a lot of comics.
Yeah,
No worries.
But now I could see your growth.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
But with that, and that's another thing that I'll always tell someone. I was like, learn the structure of a joke before you think.
Right.
Like, before you just go up there cold. Prepare yourselves. Everyone just thinks that comedy is something that you can just do. Or the fact that even if a story is funny between you and your buddy, it does not mean that it will translate on the stage. Because guess what? I don't know your friend. I don't know the inside joke.
Yeah.
I don't care if he has a blue shirt.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
I don't know that dude. It's not funny.
Right.
And a lot of people will be like, oh, you could use this. And I'm like, no, I can't.
And
it's not funny.
I was talking about earlier about how people who don't get on stage don't get that.
Yeah.
See, my going up cold joke now is not the same as what it used to
Right.
be. Because I know joke structure now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can say it safely and maybe walk a line with it a little bit just to see where the funny hits.
Yeah.
My code now is completely different to what I used to be.
Right, but I can tell that because you've practiced.
And it's what I was going back to earlier. I found who I was kind of. I'm still forming that as well, but I found who I was, and I'm able to structure it now.
Exactly.
And with a tame tongue.
But again, it has a structure.
All right, I call it a tame tongue. I've tamed my tongue. I've cut my teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the more I do it, the better I get at it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
To grab that new topic and just see where it goes down that road.
Yeah.
I'm able, and I like hosting. Do you like hosting?
I do. I really have started to really love it. There's been times where I've been sweating to make the audience laugh.
Yeah.
But it keeps you sharper. And I really have enjoyed it.
Yeah. I like to get to know my biggest thing about hosting is I like to try to pull room jokes out.
Yeah.
If you're ever up top in the room where I'm hosting, I'll talk to an audience member. Where are you from? Why are you here? Stuff like simple things they can answer and try to pull a joke out of that. Out of stuff that I've already been through.
Right.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay.
The cranberry juice gets to you better.
Yeah.
No, but I try to pull that room joke out, and it elevates the whole room. It lets that everybody in the room know, all right, this guy kind of knows what he's doing. He's got it.
Yeah.
So like you said earlier, when somebody goes up there and fucking bombs, I can bring them back. They're not going to just up and leave.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I've had people look at me, because I will let somebody burn on stage. You understand? If they're not doing something if they're keeping their pants on, I will let you burn on stage. And
you
feel
have
that.
to.
And but I've had people audience members look back and be like, and I'm like,
I mean, as long as they're not saying things that are absolutely inappropriate or hurtful.
I don't think they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just sometimes some people doesn't want to hear somebody try to structure jokes.
Sure.
And that I look past.
Well, I mean, and that's why you tell your audience that this is an open mic.
Right. I tell them if you don't like something, don't laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's I love Another Bar. It's a special mic.
Yeah.
It really is, right? Like 12 Miles is a special mic. It's a special mic.
It's very different. It's very unique.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a neighborhood bar, so it's a lot of the neighborhood people. I'm sure that's what
Same
the other
thing.
bar is like. Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot of out-of-towners too, but you get those neighborhood drunks.
Yeah.
They're fun though.
Yeah.
They are fun. They're like, Pickle, we love ya.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm iffy with you, bro, but you you keeping your pants on.
Yeah,
so you're all right with me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you have anything coming up you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm doing a big show on the North Shore on the 27th.
August
yeah.
or
Actually,
you got any September stuff too?
no, I don't as of right now, but
No?
who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can people follow you at?
You can follow me on social media, Comedy Beast Nola. You can follow me on Facebook at Allison Hotard. Yeah, that's where my stuff is.
All right. I appreciate you
Yeah.
coming in today.
Thank you,
Laura.
sir, for having me. I appreciate it.
I had a fun time with you.
Yeah, it's great.
We're going to get you back in here one day. I want to
All
get
right.
you and Amanda in here
Oh
at the
yeah,
same time.
that's always fun.
Yeah. We're gonna link that up one
All
day.
right, that
But
sounds fun.
Appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah, not a problem.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in today at Pickles House, man. That's been our show. Y'all have
Thank
a good
you.
day. Thank you.